So, a lot of you, or some of you, have known me for a while on Facebook. I was part of different Facebook groups like chemtrails groups and holistic groups and all of that. And I am very, at this point, narrow minded in the life trajectory in the J juice, very single minded, very committed and convicted in my belief system and in the power of my juice because I've seen the results of my juice in not only myself but in other people. So I give my energy to those that are actually doing the juice. If somebody wants to talk to me and they want to chill out and hang out with me, I will if I'm in my personal world. There are people in my personal world that I know aren't doing the juice, and I will hang out with people when that time comes. It hasn't come yet because we're under lockdown. But if they open up the world, then yeah. But I really, through Facebook, through private messenger, through anything, I don't really talk to people that are not doing the juice. Because what I find out when I talk to someone, they're not doing the juice, I'm speaking through their imbalanced perceptions of the world. Whether it's through from love, 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 or hate, 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 or fear, 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 or some other kind of like adrenalized emotion, conspiracy stuff. I don't have time for that. So that's why I've made very clear that the people that I really want to be communicating with me are people that are doing the juice, that are getting the results, that are promoting the juice instead of bashing Bill Gates or whatever. They're promoting the J juice because life is infectious and death is infectious. And I don't come from that world of love, 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 or hate, 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 or adrenaline, adrenaline, adrenaline. I mean, you see me emote sometimes because I'm so tired of the imbalances out there and I have to protect myself. But I don't come from those extreme emotions. And when somebody comes from such a love, 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 like, oh my God, everything's about love, it makes me feel uncomfortable. And I can't speak to that. It just doesn't make sense to me. What I want is to see somebody changing their biochemistry to where it manifests into an infectious type of communicable, amazing future that not only are they changing themselves, but they're changing the people around them. They're not coming from a let's slam Bill Gates. Like, I'm going to talk about people out there that are very imbalanced, that are promoting the bashing of Bill Gates. I'm going to talk about people who are promoting the anti-government stuff because it's like I don't understand why you would keep contributing to the imbalances. If you know about Jilly Juice, then why don't you promote it? That's where I'm coming from. If you're not doing Jilly Juice, then I really don't have a lot to say. I don't counsel people. I don't give them moral support through private messenger. No, that's not my place. If you want moral support, you can call a psychotherapist and they can give you the support that you're looking for. But I really want to be speaking with, communing with, really, to people who are making a major life biochemical change in their body, mind, and spirit. Because I speak to too many people already that are speaking through their imbalances, through their anxiety, through their fears. And that's catching. And that is very infectious. People's imbalances are so infectious that you can't help but catch what they have. And if you don't have a strong immune system, it'll destroy you. Okay, some of you are communing and you're circulating with people who are very imbalanced. They're not doing Jilly Juice and you're feeding into that stuff. You're trying to do J Juice at the same time. And you can't serve two gods. You really can't. I mean, I come from that perspective because how do you cater to both life and death? It's either or. Okay, remember the gray areas are the activist stance, the politics, sometimes it's the religions. When you come from two absolutes, life or death, then you narrow everything down to the chemistry of life, and then you start surrounding yourself with people who follow those same guidelines. And so, I know it seems weird that why don't you want to support somebody or hang out with someone that's so full of love, love, love? Because remember, that's an imbalance. When you are tapping into your oxytocin and you're oozing so much love and so much, love is blind. Now, there is a respect, you can have a little bit of love for someone, but when it becomes so over exuberant and so intense, it's like, ooh, where's the balance? I'm not saying you have to come from hate either, but what about changing your life? What about, changing your biochemistry to change your outlook? Because that's the only way to change the world is if each individual person changes their biochemistry to where they're not seeing things the same way they've seen it before. They're actually changing their outlook. And so that's who I want to talk to and want to hang out with, is people that are making major changes in their life, that are creating a life-giving, type of world they want to live in, because we have too many people that are promoting death, too many people that love death, too many people that like the imbalances. They're full of the love, 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 and the hate, 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 and the fear, 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 and the aggression, the aggression, the aggression, the adrenaline, 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 and all these crazy hormones, the oxytocin, 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 which is basically the love hormone. I mean, there's so much of that it's hard for me to be around. And so, and I know those hormonal imbalances come from damage and trauma from childhood, from past relationships, and I get that. But I can't speak to that, and I can't help people that are in those spaces. There's nothing I can really do for them. Okay? But I also know I live in a world full of people that have those imbalances. I find a happy medium. Okay? I'm married to someone that has a great happy medium. He's not as damaged as other people are out there. Okay? I mean, I was damaged too until I did the J juice at some level, and I took care and faced my demons. I dealt with the media, dealt with the trolls, dealt with people that are calling me crazy and giving me the cold shoulder and talking about my back. I know that shit happens out there, but I understand it. I know where it comes from, but I will still stand true to my convictions. So, I want you guys to surround yourself with people that are so life-giving and be that person that will infect their circle of people with life, that won't fall into the fears and want me to give them moral support. No, you have to give yourself moral support. You have to find a way to pick up yourself by your own bootstrap and really make a declaration of that you want to live, and what does that look like? What does that mean? I mean, because really now at this point we're in quarantine and we're now stuck with ourselves. As long as we're following quarantine, we're not getting lost in the distractions. And maybe it's time to do some soul searching. Maybe it's time to actually sit and reflect on all the choices that you've made. And now the virus is forcing you to face all the choices you've made. And you maybe not like what you're looking at. Believe me, when I was been at home doing the J juice and I've been dealing with how I deal with people and deal with the media and deal with whoever, I don't always love the way in which I react. But that was the damage that I sustained over years and years and years, and that had to be taken care of and fixed, and it took a while. And then I started putting boundaries down, and then I started realizing that I can't help everybody. I can only help myself, and I can only offer information. And so that's the point of view that I'm coming from. That's what's available with the J juice, is changing your biochemistry to where you hardly even recognize yourself. Like, I don't even recognize myself. I don't. I mean, in my own body, mind, and spirit, the anxieties, the fears, I mean, all the things that I used to be like so obsessed about, gone. Like, I used to be obsessed about every time my husband gets paid, and I'd be like checking the account, like, at 3 o'clock in the morning, going like, oh gosh, are we going to pay the bills? And this, not that we had any issues, but I'm always worried about, scarcity. I'm always worried about, are we going to be able to make it, and all this other stuff, because, that was just because that was my fears. I've always lived that way because I've always been poor, except for when I was growing up with my parents. They had money, and then I was on my own, and I had to go and try to make money when I had crazy ass hormonal fluctuations. And so I was always going from job to job to job, worrying about money. And now I'm like, dude, I'm not worried. We'll get through. No anxiety. I don't get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to check the bank account to make sure the money got in there. And if there wasn't, oh my God, all hell breaks loose. I mean, these are the things, the anxiety, the depression, all of the things that haunt people, that torture them, where people are taking antidepressants and drugs. I don't have those types of feelings anymore. I take things as they come. I roll with the punches. I speak my mind. I stand up for myself. And sometimes I have to take extreme measures that I don't love doing, but sometimes I have to do that because people don't listen to me sometimes. People try to circumvent me. And when they circumvent me, then I have to find a different way to get my point across. And it sucks, but sometimes you have to do it because some people don't respect. And that's okay. Okay, so it's like, so you will find a way. You will find a way to figure out how to get yourself to the next level. You have access to my information. All you got to do is just do the juice, relax at home, take a break, and that's it. And do the juice and watch things change in your world. And then when most people start doing the juice and start seeing the changes, you're going to see the world change. The fears that you used to have are not going to be there. There's not going to be an Illuminati. There's not going to be this anti-government shit. There's not going to be like going Democrat, Republican, not be somebody trying to turn you into a communist or whatever, which, I mean, that was kind of my fears. It's still kind of like my fears, but then I'm like, not really, because even if everybody right now, like I have a book that is going to be coming out in June 2020. And right now we're kind of living in a communist type of style. Okay. So everything, right now is kind of in a communist-like style. So people fucking private message me. It pisses me off that people want me to handhold them in this stuff, and I've been doing this, whatever. But I, so you have a base pay, and then you start creating your life. You start creating your life. And then you can make money off of your inventions, off of your creativity. And maybe you might go to school, maybe you might do something, who knows, do something online. You start creating your life, okay? And then we won't see the fears of like where everyone is like equal, only making like, $1,500 a month. You'll start seeing the creativity where people start wanting to buy what you have because you're so amazing and successful. I mean, that's now what I'm saying is that we can create a mixed economy where people finally can tap into their potential. Okay? So, and that's what I want for the future, is that where you realize that you have the power to tap into your own potential. The fears that you have really don't exist. That's all in the crappy biochemistry that you've inherited, that you've never corrected. And, even right now with me, I'm realizing my potential. I know it's taken a while for me to get the J juice off the ground. I thought, hey, I was living from I'm going to get rich off of this. There's no getting rich off of J juice. This is a very slow leak of the J juice. It's not like a whole deluge like the Tiger King, where he got famous overnight, right? From that one Netflix video. I'd be afraid to have anyone do a Netflix documentary on me, whether good or bad, because that right there, that's too much notoriety, and it could work against me. I would rather just kind of have a slow leak and allow people to see what the J juice is. It was already kind of bad with Dr. Phil. But imagine if something like a Netflix documentary where they really portrayed me as someone psycho and mean. Holy crap. Okay, and I believe there's a lot of evidence because I'm going through my healing process. So there's a lot of fucking material someone could do to really mess with me. But I would never, sanction it. I would never take part in something like that. But I would rather kind of chill behind the scenes and watch myself improve and upgrade, and then watch the people that I know are doing the juice change their lives. And in fact, that's going to change the lives of the people in their world. So I don't care about selling this to someone who doesn't give a fuck about me. I don't care about selling to someone who never heard of me or only saw the videos, from other people in YouTube. I don't care. I'm not selling this to them. The people that are really going to really understand this information is if they know me personally and they've seen the improvements, or they know someone that's doing the juice and they see and they want what they have. That's who I'm catering to. I'm not catering to the strangers out there that are private messaging me through, like emailing me because they saw something on Dr. Phil. Okay? So I'm not going to be hand holding people. I'm not doing that. I hate these private messages. Oh yeah, send me all the information. No, I have the information already out there. I'm not playing these games with people. I'm not. Oh my God. Okay? I'm done with all of that. You guys have got to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. I can't be this endless hormonal response for some of you. I can't. So anyways, you guys have a good day. Bye.